Episode 3889, Whatever Happens, Choose Us.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I can't even believe that we are almost to December. Yeah, did you look at your calendar? I know it's crazy. And this week, we're kicking off Thanksgiving. Oh yes, whatever happens, choose us. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. You know, the holiday season, it's a time when most expect joy and togetherness, but it often arrives wrapped in stress, lots of tension, and expectations that feel impossible to meet. It's no surprise that fights flare more frequently during this time as couples get caught up in a tug-of-war between family demands, right? The in-laws, yeah, we know. Unmet hopes or sheer exhaustion, trying to do all of it, burning the candle at both ends. The mountain looks too huge to climb. You're like, I can't do this anymore. But it doesn't have to break you or your marriage, because whatever happens, choose us. I want you to think about what your previous holidays used to look like. Because I know we sit there and we've got to make sure we've got the stuff for the stuffing, the stuff for the stuffing. We've got to make sure we got the bird or whatever we're fixing, right? Maybe it's a vegan dish. Great. Whatever it is that you're fixing, especially the main dish, right? And I put that in air quotes there. You got to make sure you have it all. But when was the last time you stopped and said, when are we going to have it all for our marriage? How are we going to get through this? What happened when you actually sat down to discuss how to handle the in-laws on both sides, right? It's just not your in-laws, it's his too. And sometimes you think, well, I just don't have time for that, but you need to make time. Whatever happens, choose us. You know, you may want to be someone who controls everything, not because you want the control, but to minimize the possible chaos. You're like, that's how I handle stress. That's how I handle tension in my household. I know, been there, done that. And it's hard because especially when you're inviting people in and maybe you're not as close to the ones that are coming, right? Some people, they don't see each other, but maybe once a year. Have you thought about what happens between the last time you saw them? A lot. In fact, I was just thinking about this a few days ago and having a discussion with my mom. And I was like, you know what? Looking back just a year ago and looking at everything that has happened, I'm like, oh my goodness, I could write 5 books and they would all be different topics. And that still would not cover everything. That wouldn't even count my own book that I'm writing now. So we're up to 6 books. Crazy, I know. I'm sure that's the same in your life. The books, I'm sure, are different. You're on a different journey, walking a different path. But you see, if we were just to take a moment and say, what do I want our holidays to look like? You don't have to wait for the burnt turkey to have a full blowout or discussion as to what are we going to do now? Whatever happens, choose us. You got to make some decisions before things even happen. Because then you get to be on the same team. And don't you want to be on the same team with the person you said I do to? Choosing each other in the midst of holiday chaos is the secret that keeps couples sticky, meaning that you're going to stay together when everything else seems to be falling apart. So how do you do that? Well, you got to choose each other. That is your K.I.S.S to Keep It Simple strategy. And it's not about choosing the way you think it has to be done. It's about saying we're coming together. We're a team, right? When you said I do, it became we do. We're coming together. And that means you get to make your own rules. You get to figure out what works for your family. So what does it look like when you kind of feel like the holidays are all on a battlefield? Yeah, they shouldn't be that way. Seriously, they should not. And if you actually put some time and effort into this, your holidays, you can still save your holidays. You can save Thanksgiving. Don't give up. Don't give up on your spouse. Don't give up on your family. It may not be the easiest thing, but you can get through it with a smile on your face and literally joy in your heart. But you got to be willing to say, you know what? I don't know it all. And I want to do this together. I want us to choose us, whatever happens. So what does it look like in real life when it comes to holidays and stress and tension? How can you choose each other? Number one, communicate honestly and early. So you got to talk about it now because you're less than a week away. Waiting until the frustration boils over is a fast track to conflict. Arguments are going to happen. You might as well sound the alarm now. But instead of having all of that stuff, talk openly about expectations before the holidays begin. And if you have the in-laws right now in your home, go on a date. Make an excuse to get out of the house, the two of you, and talk about it on how you're going to move forward. Seriously. And talk about what feels doable. What can we do together? What's a hard no? And it's important to know those hard no's on both sides. When you set the stage with honesty, you reduce surprises and resentments. It's not about scripting a perfect plan. Oh no, because there's not one. But it's about being realistic and considerate to each other. This way you face the season as a team, not opponents. Right? One shouldn't be on offense and one on defense. You should both be playing on the same side, on the same team. So communicate honestly and early. No judgment here. Number two, create your own traditions. Too often, I've seen this happen thousands upon thousands of times. Couples get stuck in a loop of doing what has to be done to appease others, which drains the joy and it fuels resentment. It's like, but what about me? And that what about me sounds selfish, but really you should be saying, what about we? So instead, carve out moments that belong only to you two or to the family you're creating. If you're inviting people over to your house, it's your house, your rules, your traditions. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, you don't want to be rude about it. It is Thanksgiving and you want to give thanks. But don't make it challenging for yourself. Sit there and say, what can we do for us that we can invite people into? Our extended family can be invited into our traditions. Maybe it's a quiet morning coffee before the chaos. You know, for us, I don't know what it is, but Thanksgiving and Christmas, and maybe it's just because I want it easy, but I do cinnamon rolls and scrambled eggs and bacon and sometimes sausage. And for those who want to drink coffee, they make their own coffee because I don't drink coffee. Neither does my hubby. So we don't do the quiet morning coffee thing. I just get up early, and when I wake up, I go to the kitchen and pop in those wonderful, delicious cinnamon rolls. And then everybody begins waking up. And as they begin to wake up, I'm already cooking the bacon. When that's done, when everybody starts to come down, guess what? I start throwing on the scrambled eggs. And here's the deal. They don't all have to be there to start eating. I don't say, oh, you got to wait till we're all here. No, not in the morning. If someone gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning and they want something, my kitchen's always open. So it's little things like that. What is it for you? Right? Maybe it's a walk after a big meal or a small gift exchange just between you all. Not anybody else, just between you and your hubby. You see, those rituals build connection and it anchors everything together amongst all the chaos and noise. And it can remind you why you're in this together. Sometimes we just do what we want to do because, oh wait, we think that's what we're supposed to do or that's what's been done. Guess what? You can change it. Change is a constant. It's okay. But guess what? Whatever happens, choose us. And then finally, number 3, choose compassion over perfection. Nothing will go exactly as planned. No way. I'm just telling you right now. Been there too many times. Flexibility, adaptability is my hyphenated middle name. I don't have a middle name. So that is my middle name. And that's the best thing you can do for yourself because someone's going to get upset and they're going to snap. The turkey might burn even. right? Have you ever had that happen? I know I have. Maybe it's the living room isn't going to be perfect enough. Maybe you still have a half decorated Christmas tree. Guess what? It's all right. Have the rest of the ornaments there and everybody can decorate at some point while the football game is on halftime. When that happens, right? Just pause and give each other grace instead of blame. Don't sit there and whisper behind each other's backs, right? You're in this together. So remember the bigger picture. You're not just managing a holiday, but building a lifelong partnership. It's not just about the day, the moment, the turkey, the stuffing, the house, the Christmas tree, however you decorate. Some people already have their trees up. I'm hopefully going to have all mine up by then. We'll see. I'm not there yet. Being honest, I do not have one tree up yet. Oh, wait, do I? Nope, I do not. I had to think about that for a minute. But yes, I hope I'm not far behind and I hope I get it up. But guess what? If I don't get it all up, then maybe I'll have the ornaments just sitting by the trees that I want decorated. I put out a lot of trees and it's fun to do, but it's a lot of work. And I would rather have stuff where we can enjoy life together and not be frazzled all the time. Choosing kindness breaks down walls. Rigidity only builds them higher. There's some things we really have to learn, and it's about sticking together through the pressure, right? Holidays put you in a pressure cooker. Can you imagine putting a huge 23-pound turkey in a pressure cooker? Yeah, and if you don't have a big enough one, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, it's going to be a mess. You don't need that in your life. We have it already naturally without the holidays. So figure out a way to stick together. And when you do it, that's when you'll discover how much better you are as a couple because you're coming together. Life will never be flawless, my friend. It just won't. As much as I would love to say, you know what? You're going to run off into the sunset and you're going to have this beautiful marriage. No, it's going to be beautiful, but there's going to be a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs and all arounds. Because guess what? You're going to have that burnt turkey at one point in your life. Or maybe not a fully cooked pumpkin pie. Maybe the messy house. Well, you just have to have it sometimes because that's the season you're in. But none of that defines your marriage. None of it does. But what will define it is the decision you make every day. To face the challenges side by side. To choose each other over frustration. And to build memories worth more than any perfect holiday postcard. It's not about the highlight reels that you'll see all on Instagram. Oh, look at me and look at the pie I made and look at this and look at that. And oh, I've got the tree and we've got the perfect pictures. Who cares about that? Show me the real life stuff. Show me that it's okay to have some hard conversations and still be able to give each other a hug afterwards. That, my friend, is a blessing. So whatever happens, choose us. Choose love. Choose your teammate. Choose your forever. Because I promise you, you're better together. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.